level only.
Good morning everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Munching Malta. Now, let me explain. Today we have a pretty amazing episode, but it's 2 hours away on an aeroplane in the north of Italy. So, how are we gonna do this? Okay, I have an idea. And that is the fastest way to do public transport. Now we're here in Milano, so this is on Lake Como up in the north of Italy. So we're waiting for a train to go to Verona, where I will meet the owners of the Ristorante Caminetto. We're going to spend the day cooking, eating beautiful Italian food. So as always, let's go inside and see what's cooking. So El Caminetto actually stands for the fireplace, and that's extremely evident when you walk in the front door because you're hit with a blast of heat from the open fires. So it's like the half time now. We're taking a break to soak in the area. The view here it's like nothing I've ever seen before. You have Lake Como with the beautiful blue and the green surroundings, but you have these snow-topped mountains as well, so you really are getting the best of both worlds here. Most amazing home-style restaurant. Wooden oak ceiling, floors, brick walls, these ovens that are open. You have these smells coming from the kitchen. It's just everything what you would imagine an old Italian kitchen to look like. The class so far has been, it's not just a cooking class, it's an education on the Italian culture, on Italian food, and more so on his life, on his experience. He's 42 years doing this. He knows what he's doing and he's teaching every little bit. He's keeping nothing to himself. It's all given. So we started off making with the pasta, so it's just flour and eggs. You can see he slowly brings it together in his own technique, taught by his own grandmother. And then we moved on to the veal. We made the lard rub. So that's just lard, which is a fat, and then fresh herbs and garlic. That was rubbed on it, tied up, and that's put in the oven, then slow cooked. Then the filling for the tortellini, which is a ricotta, parmesan, and fresh herbs again. Really, really classical Italian flavors. The thing is, it's more of a traditional one. He's not putting in bulbs of garlic. He said that's a very kind of mainstream Italian now. He's more old school. They're more reserved. You know, they're focusing on just the classic flavors. Now it's time to go back in, finish off the cooking, and just enjoy all of the prep. He's been shown how to make the pasta with the veal is in the oven. Yes. It's cooking right now. Our bellies are full of salami, of prosciutto, of beautiful cow cheese.
Yes, the cheese is called the Casera, C-A-S-E-R-A.
Amazing.
And the name is coming from Casa, and it's not Italian. In Italy, the cheese is called formaggio, but this is a local dialect.
Yes,
so
yes,
Casera is that name.
Yeah, a history of this place, because you can see from the clips, it's more a home than a restaurant from what I can see. You know, you're brought into this warm environment. You know, the seats, it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm sure there's a history to it.
The meaning of my wife and myself. We were looking to bring the people feeling at home. Mm-hmm. You know, so of course it's a restaurant, and it's a very historical restaurant, 8 generations now. Best meal you can have is the meal you can share with some good friend or new friends, and surrounded by warmth, surrounded by hospitality.
Absolutely.
You know, everything is getting better.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As I was telling before, for the Italians, the food is not for the belly, it's for our soul.
So yeah, of course.
Yes.
It's one thing I love.
They feel love comes out from
of course,
it, you know?
Yeah,
it means the salt, it doesn't matter, you know. It's always better than that professional, perfect made food.
Yeah.
It looks made by robots.
It's a half time now, so we're gonna go outside, get some fresh air, come back in, and then finish off the meal.
Ciao!
So just finish up now. So to go back over the day, the second half of the day was making the tortelloni. So the tortelloni is bigger tortellini. So Moreno led by example and showed us how to make the tortelloni, but then let us make the majority of them, and filling that fresh pasta with that beautiful ricotta. It was honestly one of the most satisfying things, and the taste was literally 10 out of 10. Tomato sauce was made in front of us, and it was purely just passata, fresh cherry tomatoes, some basil, garlic, and it was just let simmer, reduce. And you have half the tomatoes that are chopped, and you have some whole tomatoes too that give a burst of bitterness when you bite into it. And the sugar was added just to cut the acidity. So a rich, beautiful tomato sauce was the perfect accompaniment. Those fresh homemade tortelloni with a bite of that beautiful ricotta. From there we moved on to the risotto. So Moreno has a special technique when he lets the rice drop onto the pan. He knows by sound when it's ready to add the stock. After the garlic was browned, the rice went in, and then the white wine was left to burn off. And again, he showed us by smell that you get a sweet smell from the pot and you know it's time to add in your beef stock. There was no rushing that. It takes 20 minutes at least, and he slowly ladles in the beautiful beef stock and in the porcini mushrooms. He goes in with some butter and Parmesan cheese.
If you have to be a sinner, you have to be the greatest sinner in the world. Otherwise, don't do nothing.
And you get this beautiful starchy, creamy risotto. You really get that mushroom taste. That's solely the flavor and the star of the dish. So you can see after cooking that veal for over 2 hours, when you cut into it, you have this beautiful pink, blushing meat that literally melts in your mouth when you bite it. And that beautiful gravy made from the juices from the roasting pan, just thickened up with some flour, served alongside that creamy risotto. Literally perfection on a plate. From glasses of red wine to glasses of limoncello, getting to taste each dish at each stage, you get much more than just a cookery course. You get an education on Italian culture, an education on Moreno's life, his experience as a cook, his life on Lake Como. It's honestly one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had. And then getting to take home that certificate with my name, apron, and some recipes from him was just the perfect way to end the perfect day. And one thing I'm pretty sure of now is my plan B in life, if none of this works out, I'm gonna move here, get a job in his restaurant, and start a new life. So maybe he may take me on as an apprentice someday, who knows. But anyway, I hope I was able to capture the passion, the love, and the enjoyment from everyone in the room. I'm struggling to find the words to describe my enjoyment from today. An absolutely amazing experience. If you are in this region, it is a necessity that you do this. It is a must. And if you do, you tell him that the Fit Kitchen sent you, and he will more than look after you. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep on cooking. Ciao, ciao.